You're going to notice today all of our games are Sony PlayStation 2 games. This is a special Sony PlayStation 2 game episode for you today. This is a really interesting lot of games that is being sold all together. This is a wrestling lot, specifically a SmackDown lot is what I'm calling it. So this is your SmackDown PlayStation 2 lot. There is 5 different games that you'll be receiving in this package. There is SmackDown Just Bring It with Rock, old school Rock, on the cover, which is pretty freaking cool. You're going to get your SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. This is featuring EGW. Now, I don't know anything about wrestling, so I'm not quite sure what that is. You're going to get SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and then you're going to get the original SmackDown vs. Raw. These are all in excellent condition. I'm going to have a hard time pulling these all out. But just like, you know, any game that I'll sell, I'm not going to sell any game that I'm not sure is going to play. Now, I don't have a way of testing these, but I do, you know, take a look at them, inspect them very thoroughly, make sure that they're all in good condition. Now, you will be getting the book on most. That one doesn't. That one does. That one does. This one does. And this one does not. So 2 of them will have the book and 2 of them won't. So go ahead and look this up on our website under WWE Smack. Good old famous Crash. Crash, is it Bandicoot? I believe that's how you pronounce it. We have a Crash Bandicoot 2-game lot here for our Sony PlayStation 2 series that we're having. We have Crash Sanity and we have Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of the Cortex. You will receive both games if you do purchase this item. They are currently up on the website and over at the eBay store. Both games are in great condition. Crash Twinsanity does have the manual, and the case is in beautiful condition, except for that little scuff up there, but the front is in great condition. The next one is the greatest hits version. This one is made by Universal Interactive. This is one by Venvi Universal. Crash Bandicoot on the back has a little scuff too. And this one also does have the manual. I have to say, it is kind of difficult to find these games with the manuals. So to be able to buy both of these games with the manuals is pretty unique. Both of these are ready to go at our store right now over at superthrifters.live. You can go ahead and search the web page there, or you can go directly in by scanning that code right there on the page. So these are available right now. Go in and give them a look. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Super Thrifters Live online home thrifting network, where we bring you the thrifting store to your home right there on your couch and on your mobile listening device. Today we have an interesting show for you. Today we have all PlayStation 2 games, pretty interesting games, and pretty old. I think PlayStation 2 originally came out in 2000, and then they made games for a couple years after that until the PlayStation 3 came out. Here we go. Our first game up today is Sony PlayStation 2 Greatest Hits Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses. This is a pretty unique game, pretty hard to find. Not your most common game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card game that came out as a TCG. It says 3 limited edition official game cards. They are not inside, so you will not be getting those, but you will be getting the manual and you will be getting the game. The game is in really good condition. I'll see if I can pop it out here for you. I'll try to pop out all the games today, so that's in really good condition. This is right up there on your page, so go ahead and you can either search this on our website, or you can go ahead and scan that barcode right there on your screen, and you should be able to get right into our website. Go ahead and look it up under Yu-Gi-Oh! And this will come up. Yeah, so this is an interesting game, so take a time, take a look. I have to tell you, these games that I have today are really, really unique games. I mean, for that nostalgia, for that vintage game, for that vintage just feel, you will not find any better games than the ones that we're having today. The next game is, I argue that you can even tell me what this game is about. I don't even know what this game is really about. I do know that it is a fairly rare game. Checking out eBay. This is Time Splitters. This is a teen-rated game. This is by, what is this? Eidos Studios. This is the fastest first-person shooter, it says, ever created for a gaming console. Big words for a gaming console back then. The pictures do show us something pretty cool. It does come with the manual. The game is right here. The game is in very, very good condition. All of these games are really in just great condition. I wouldn't be selling them if they weren't, if I didn't believe that they would be able to plug in and play when you do get them. This is just this one game that you'll receive, but it is a fairly rare game, and it's great for any collection, any just uniqueness. It's kind of along that horror lines, first-person shooters, kind of before Halo and kind of before Call of Duty. You had Time Splitters. I do know they made a Time Splitters 2, which I don't have. I wish I did. But go ahead and check it out on our website. This is available right now for you to purchase. Thanks. Okay, last up on the show today for our Sony PlayStation 2 game series is the ever classic game Summoner. Now, they did make other versions of this. They made Summoner 2, and they may have made Summoner 3. This is a teen version. This is made by THQ Gaming. This is a very interesting kind of like role-playing game. Born with the mark of the Summoner, Joseph possesses a power greater than emperors and gods. So a pretty cool storyline. This game does come with the full book and does come with the game, which is also in wonderful condition. I do find it interesting that some of these games are blue, some of these games are just kind of normal CD. Look, that is a perfect game. This is just a really wonderful game for any kind of collection or just really a unique game that you might want to pull out and play every once in a while, kind of with your friends, that vintage 2000 era games. I do remember when this system came out, and I wanted to get it right away. But it was fairly pricey back then. So this game is up and available at superthrifters.live. Go ahead and check it out, along with all the other PlayStation 2 games that you see today. Hope that you enjoyed our show, and I'm looking forward to putting on the next one for you, and have a wonderful day. Okay, welcome back to the Sony PlayStation 2 special series. This is a Sony PlayStation 2 series that we're having that just sell nothing but PlayStation 2 games. This game is a really interesting game. This is the game called The Thing. This is a labeled mature game, so it is kind of for more of adult audiences. I think there's more of a horror theme to it. The Thing was a movie back in the day, I believe. They may even have remade it like later on in the 2000s, potentially. This looks like it's from Black Label Games, game makers. Does come with the book, also the business reply thing, and the game itself is in very good condition, as you can see. Barely any scratches or anything like that. It looks like it's completely playable. The case has seen a little bit better days. There is a little bit of a chip out of this corner, but really doesn't take away from the value of this game at all. This is like more of a rare game to find, and you can't really just locate it at any general store. That's why the price is up there just a tad bit for this game compared to maybe the other games that I have up on my store. If you're interested in this game, you can go ahead and just search it here on our website, scan that code, and just pop into our website and find it. Or you can just head over to eBay, over to my eBay store, and you can find it there. But go ahead and check it out. Thanks.